Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. How are you all? Hope you'll be fine. I am engineer Shahid Anam and today's topic is addition of vectors by rectangular component method. Uh, in previous lectures we have discussed the addition of vectors by head to tail rule, and in today's lecture we will discuss it by rectangular component method. So let's add the vectors A and B. We have two vectors, vector A and vector B, and we want to add these two vectors by rectangular component method. So first we should have the two components for both the vectors that are rectangular components, and we have discussed it earlier that in two-dimensional rectangular components x and y should always be perpendicular, that is at 90 degree to each other. Here the vector A will have two components, that is in two-dimensional space, x-axis and y-axis. This means the vector A projection on x-axis is ax and the vector A projection on y-axis will be ay, and I have drawn the ay in front of the y-axis, that is the dotted lines. This dotted line and the y-axis is the same because these two are parallel lines, and I have drawn it here, the ay in front of y, because uh, in order to make a triangle, and why I'm making a triangle, I'm making this triangle in order to find the ax, the ay, and apply the Pythagoras theorem. Similarly, for the vector b, we have the projection of this vector b on x-axis, that is bx, and its projection on y-axis, that is by. Now Now this is the addition of vector by rectangular components. In previous slide we have found the x and y components of both the vector A and B. Now let us add these vectors by rectangular component method. For rectangular component methods, the vectors to be added, first we have to apply the same head to tail rule. That is, I first draw the vector A, then by head to tail rule, the tail of B with the head of the first vector, and then for the resultant vector, the tail of the resultant with the tail of the first vector, and the head of the resultant with the head of the last vector B. Now here the x component of vector A is ax, and the y component of the vector A is ay, whereas the x component of vector B is bx, and that is this one is the x component of vector B. This is the vector component of the y component of the vector B. So one triangle is this. Similarly, this is the x component of vector A, this one is the y component of vector A, and this is the vector A. So here we have two triangle and one another triangle, that is the resultant vector R, then this y-axis and this x-axis complete. So we have three triangles here. Now I will talk about these three triangles. In the first below triangle, that is line A, AX and AY, the AX component will be equal to A cos theta, This equation comes from the trigonometric ratio cos theta. The cos theta is equal to base divided by hypotenuse, that is ax divided by ay, and ax will be equal to a cos theta. Similarly, for ay, we have the trigonometric equation sin theta is equal to perpendicular divided by hypotenuse, and here the perpendicular is ay and hypotenuse is a, so the sin theta is equal to ay divided by a, and the final equation will be ay is equal to a sin theta. Similarly, for the above triangle, that is line b, bx and by, the bx component will be equal to b cos theta and the by component will be equal to b sin theta. By head to tail rule, we have added the two vectors, but we need the resultant vector, that is r, and here r will be equal to rx square plus ry square under root. This is from Pythagoras theorem, because if we talk about the whole big triangle, we have the three lines r, ry and rx. Here Rx is the combination of Ax and Bx, whereas Ry is the combination of Ay and By. And from Pythagoras theorem, we have R is equal to Rx square plus Ry square whole under root. And the value of Rx will be equal to, as the Rx is the combination of Ax and Bx, so Rx is equal to Ax plus Bx. And ry is the combination of ay and by, so ry is equal to ay plus by. Now putting the values in above equation, that is r is equal to rx square plus ry square under root, you will get r is equal to ax plus bx whole square plus ay plus by whole square under root. Now in order to find the direction, for direction we have the trigonometric ratio which we have discussed in the rectangular component method lecture, that is hypotenuse. So for the whole big triangle, this r, ry and rx line, the perpendicular is y, whereas hypotenuse is r, so tangent theta is equal to perpendicular divided by base, so tangent theta is equal to ry divided by rx, and theta is equal to tangent inverse ry divided by rx. So by this method, theta is equal to tangent inverse ry by rx, we will find the direction of the vector. So we have found the magnitude as well as the direction of the vectors which we have added a and b by rectangular component method. Thanks for watching the lecture, and remember to subscribe the channel for more videos.